Today, I'm going to show you how to create some owl poster packages that look like they're straight from Knockturn Alley. The things we'll need to create our Knockturn Alley Dark Arts gifts are some boxes with items in them. So these are some Christmas gifts I'm giving away. And I have used a lot of recycled boxes. So I have some old Loot Crate boxes, Accio boxes, things like that. And then I do have some plain brown boxes that I picked up at Michael's, and they were around $1 or less. And then I've got another recycled box here. Then we're going to need some paper, and I have a standard black wrapping paper, and then I have the black crepe paper that we've used in a couple other projects. We will need some labels and stickers, and you'll want to print this out on sticker paper, and I've put the link for that in the description down below. We will need some ribbons and cordings. You're going to need scissors. I have included a 1-inch punch in mine only because it will punch some of these out a lot easier than hand cutting them out, but it's not something you have to have. It just makes it a little easier if you already have it. We will need some tape, and I'm going to use a wrist tape thing because I love those. They make life so much easier while you're trying to wrap. Some other items you might want to have to embellish your boxes are some stamps, and I am using some clear silicone stamps and then the stamper for it, as well as silver and black ink. I am using some wax seals, and I am using the regular wax for a wax seal, as well as some silver hot glue. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is take one of our boxes and some of our paper, and we are going to wrap our gift. And if you don't want to wrap your gift in kind of a dark arts vibe, like it's come from Knockturn Alley or Borgin & Burke's, you can definitely wrap your gifts in an owl post fashion. And I will put a card up above that shows how to do that. And those have some great labels that I have attached on there as well. But regardless, whether you decide to wrap your gifts in regular owl post or if you decide to give them a little bit of a dark arts vibe, I'm sure that it's going to make the gift that much more magical for the witch or wizard in your life. Now that we have wrapped most of our gifts, and then I chose to leave these brown boxes that I picked up at Michael's in their natural state, so then that way I could wrap them more like a owl post, but I'm also going to give them a little bit of a Knockturn Alley vibe to them, but I wanted to show you guys how you could just use the box as it is and be able to decorate it up like that. We're going to go ahead and start to embellish. Okay, so embellishing our boxes is the fun part for me. So that's where we can take all these different labels and stickers that I've provided, and I cut all those out by hand. We can take our stamps and wax seals, etc., and just take them to a whole new level, as well as wrapping them with twine or ribbon, etc. So the first thing I'm going to do with this box is use some of this gray jute twine, and I am going to tie up my package. So I like to measure out my string, and then we are going to wrap the top of the box, flip it over, and tie it once, and then flip it in the opposite direction. And then once you get to the top, I like to go underneath our first string here, so that way when you tie it, it gives a really nice sound knot, and everything is connected. It's not going to loosen up on you. And then just tie a knot. You could tie a bow if you'd like. I don't feel like dark arts boxes would have a bow, so I'm just going to trim these. Blow any of your extra little jute pieces off. And then I'm going to take some of my hot glue, and I'm actually going to stamp a wax seal there. Okay. And as you can see, we got a really cool wax seal on the box that's also holding our string from moving. Okay, so at this point, you could then take any of your labels and just start to have fun with it. Now, you could hand type an address in this before you print it if you'd like, or a name, or if these are Christmas gifts or a birthday gift or anything like that, you could just handwrite it in there. But they just make a really nice little way to label your package. And I think I'm going to add a Borgin & Burke's label to this one. Okay. And I always find it kind of fun to layer, so I'm going to take one of my stamps, and I have loaded the spider on here. And I'm going to press it into my silver ink pad. And I'm going to kind of layer it over the Borgin & Burke's logo a little bit. And that gave us a really fun design over the little Borgin & Burke's. And I also think I'm going to add a hand-packed by House Elves up here, as well as a little Jinxed logo. Okay, and you could always add stuff to the sides, anything like that, but it just makes a nice, fun gift that looks like it's straight out of Knockturn Alley and from Borgin & Burke's. Another really great way to recycle boxes that are awesome boxes, maybe that's a shoe box, or this I think had a shirt or robe or something in it, I'm not sure, but it's this really great lidded box that I'll be able to use again and again, is to cover up whatever may be telling that it's a recycled box with some ribbon. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to take some of this embellished ribbon and I am going to put it on, but I'm going to glue it so that the lid will still be able to be removed. So that's another way we can take these boxes to another level. And you could definitely do this with an owl post theme as well if you didn't want to make it, again, a Knockturn Alley or dark arts theme. So to do this, I'm going to take the top lid and I'm going to figure out about where I want my ribbon. And then I'm going to glue down the ribbon on the inside. And rub it down really good so it's nice and flush. And then we're going to flip it over. And I like to use wired ribbon for this if I can, just because I feel like the wire in the ribbon will help it contour to the box a little bit easier. And then once you wrap it really good, take your scissors, trim the ribbon. And then we're going to, again, glue the inside. And this is the point where if something isn't perfect, do it now before your glue completely hardens. And once you have your ribbon on there, you can then close your box back up, no problem. And no one knows it was a recycled box. And then we can continue to embellish from there. And if you want to, you can always do the same thing on the bottom, which I think I'm going to, so then that way it's a seamless ribbon all the way through. And now I have ribbon all the way around. And this box is completely recycled. And then at this point, we can just decorate it up and it won't need any further wrapping. And once we've continued to embellish all of our packages with our strings and stickers and stamps and wax seals, there you have it, our straight out of Knockturn Alley packages. These would be a great addition under your Christmas tree or as a gift any time of the year for a witch or wizard in your life. If you guys like this video, give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks so much.